Hello, 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 everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back. We're going to be finishing up the last part of chapter 2, which is a Q&A section or session, I should say. And we're going to continue, St. Germain's going to continue answering questions to the audience that was there during one of these channeling sessions. And as I said in the previous video, I'm not sure if the audience was the same each time, since these sessions did take place over a period of 3 years. But these are questions that the audience has posed after witnessing these channeling sessions. So some of them will have to do with much of what St. Germain told us about in the first chapter, and then they'll veer off into other subjects as we go along. So the next question that was posed: are there many mountains in Sedona that have a certain frequency enabling ships to go in and out? The Sedona area is a white hole from whence energy is coming forth. It is spewing forth likened unto a geyser. It is an area that was and is and shall become known as an opening unto the inner earth. The mountains, there is a real reason they are red. The red rock area. Here's a tale of curiosity for you. The core of Earth, before she was shattered and wounded by the asteroid during the Atlantean culture, was in the center point of lead, iron, and nickel. The very core of the center point was iron. It was the central sun of the Earth. During the chaos of the plane, when the Atlanteans brought forth their destruction unto the depths, there was a shift of the core and the Earth's surfaces. The iron spewed forth unto the area of Sedona. The central sun is partly exhibited here, that which resonates to light. That is why it is a white hole. It resonates to the vibration of brilliance. The iron that is exhibited within the mountains, the rocks around here in the area of Sedona, is oxidizing. That is why it is red. It is also illustrating a remembrance of the vibration of Atlantis, for the peoples of Atlantis were red. They placed themselves within the vibration of red upon their skin, because red is the ray of war. So, the red rocks are a monument to an ancient civilization. They do not come from Atlantis, but they were born because of the fall of Atlantis. They come from the central sun of Earth eons ago. Honor them, for all of them are points, are resonances, are vortices, as it were, of energy pulsations that are directly attuned to the central sun vibration within you, allowing the ultimate creation of your own center point into a white hole. Bask within your own central sun as you view these mountains and rocks. And Sedona is a really well-known place, if you're not familiar with it, if you don't live in the States, in a state called Arizona. It's very beautiful. And yes, the rocks are red. It's something to behold. The Navajo and Hopi cultures, they are the peoples who are genealogically and genetically of the lineage of the land of Atlantis. Their ancient records and crystals were brought forth unto America, Central America, and South America. They came also forth into North America. They kept and maintained these instruments of wisdom in the sacred storage grounds of their peoples, until the time is of ripeness for them to be revealed. They are within what you call Superstition Mountain. Why do you think it is called superstitious, They are truly also within the rivers of the area of Red Rock. They are beneath the water. There are caverns beneath the water, crystal caverns. They were brought into the eastern coastline area and given unto the Iroquois nation, which passed it on from medicine man to medicine man to medicine man through the centuries. Now it is here within the southwest area of your nation that is the birthing point of Earth, from whence the earth will begin contractions of labor. Why do you think there is such a grand tale about catastrophes, quakers, and tremors? This is where the contractions shall begin, but they will emanate all over your world, so there is nowhere that is safe. If you are within a fear of vibration, if you are within a love and power vibration, everywhere is safe. Everywhere, everywhere. Even the bottom of the ocean is safe, for you can transmute the electrons within the water and partake of the oxygen molecule within it. If you understand your power, you can disconnect the atoms from one another and reintegrate them. You can indeed imbibe the oxygen and exhale the carbon dioxide. That is how the dolphins existed. The dolphins were upon the land of Atlantis. Do you know this? They did not have the embodiment that they have now, but they understood how to live within the water. They had their craft beneath the oceans. Their grand cultures and civilizations were beneath the water. They mingled with humanity and merged and blended with land and water. That is where the aqualung was developed. The Atlanteans were beginning to understand how to breathe beneath the water, how to develop the transmutation of the molecules. Now the dolphins are here again. They are assisting humanity in the birth process of life. Through their love and joy, they remind you who you are. Have you ever watched one of the dolphins? They behave as though they have not a care in the world, and truly they do not. They swim along the sine waves within the waters. They dance, they complete the circles. They dance upon their tail and spin the web of wonder. Laughter is their vibration. Their squeals are really likened unto your giggle, and they are lighthearted. They vibrate grandly to the resonance of children, for your children have not yet allowed the veil of forgetfulness to be closed around them. Truly, you will find some of the dolphins being destroyed, but they are not really. It is their desire. There is a plan to all of this. There is not really chaos upon the land. It is confusion, fusion with all that is. Now, the dolphins are ceasing their embodiments beneath the waters to rebody upon the land, to bring the light as a brother that you may embrace and understand and identify with. When you see an entity that is joyous and dancing, and there is sparkle in their eyes, and they have a desire for the water, and they gaze unto the heavens of the night and allow the diamond glitter to be reflected in their own eyes, in their own awareness of themselves, and they are elfin of soul, and they create joy within everyone they come into contact, bringing the light of earth. This is a previous dolphin. This is a present dolphin. This is a future dolphin. Now, there is another history. There is another universe, the doll universe, from whence the Pleiadians now gather their assistance. The doll universe is the origin of the dolphins. It is doll, as you would spell it, and it was translated into your present verbiage as dolphin. It is a doll with fins, so that's capital D and then AAL. There is much wisdom within your language, you know, if you will only but see it. Now, by the way, do you know English is not really English? It is Anglish. The words have a vibration and angle to them, a resonance, a geometric pattern. Language is merely a local version of a vibration. It is a local resonance. The dolphins have a language of their own, do they not? English is only a community consciousness of vibration. It shall become the grand planetary language. It demonstrates more than any other language that which it contains. Such is what I have been telling you: confusion, co-fusion, recognition, ignition of awareness within you, co-ignition with the awareness with everyone else, re-co-ignition, doing it again, remembering it again. Now, the English language contains many of these vibrations of awareness. Much wisdom is within a word. It is an encyclopedia within itself. The translation from other languages will be brought forth merely by a vibration, and at times translated into a symbol. The tetrahedron is a symbol. It is an equilateral pyramid, as you call it. Equal, balanced polarities of fire energy, culminating in a point of unity. The triangle or pyramid is a trinity. Male/female, God I am. It is all symbol, and it is represented by a translation from another knowingness, from another language. The Egyptians were grand and wise, and they wished what they wanted to communicate to be understood by all languages, only by a symbol of that time. The English language, as it demonstrates prolifically across the globe, will eventually disappear. Do you know why? You will become telepathic in your communication, thought communication. The symbols will be birthed forth within your recognition, and you need not verbiage to relay it. You will also be so exhilarated that you will not have to speak as fast as you are thinking. You will be able to communicate in 30 seconds what would take in your time 30 minutes to communicate. So your language will begin to disappear, and so will the pyramids, and so will all the grand monuments upon your plane, and so will the globe itself, as they all begin to ascend. And now here we have a question. Concerning dolphins, how do you feel about bringing dolphins to a place like Arizona? Is it cruel to take them out of their ocean? That would be their heart's greatest desire. Do you know why so many of the whales and dolphins have beached themselves? It is their utter desire to reach out to their brothers, to be known for what and who they are, equal brothers of humanity. They desire communion. That is why they have been so assisting. They are abiding very patiently and lovingly and allowingly until you recognize who they are. They come unto you to assist you into this knowingness in whatsoever fashion they may offer their assistance. I don't know about you, but I have seen a lot of videos of not only dolphins but whales helping human beings, and on the other hand, people helping a dolphin or a whale that is in distress in the ocean. And it's almost as if you see this exchange between two beings that do indeed understand what they are each trying to accomplish. It's amazing. There's a lot of proof in that. Okay. Truly, when swimming within the tanks of the scientists, they at times wonder when their brothers are going to catch on. The dolphins are grand assistants in the birthing processes, for they already have the vibration of children. So when you have your birthings in the future, have the dolphins within the same water of your birthings, as water birthing becomes prevalent upon the land. Would it not be wondrous to have a sibling with the umbilical cord yet uncut, unsevered, nestling and nuzzling the dolphin? That is the beginning of the awakening of this awareness. And do you know why your babes can exist within the amniotic fluid without drowning? Because they have a valve within their lungs that closes whenever they are born, within a few moments of when the umbilical cord is severed. But this valve is open when they are in the womb. They are open. They are not closed. There is symbology there. Sorry, my hair keeps feeling like it's getting in my face and then just not doing what I want tonight. Okay. Indeed, when the dolphin is within the water, this valve is open as well. All that an aqualung is, all that existing beneath the waters and breathing is allowing yourself to have conscious awareness of this valve and have it resonate to your thought at that moment. And as you choose, so it is with that valve. As you open your awareness, all parts of you will open. Indeed, are there any questions? He's asking. What about flying? I feel that in the future, I will be able to do that. You can already do that. Flying, what is it? It's aerodynamics. What is aerodynamics? What is dynamics? Combustion and interaction. Dynamo, what is dynamo? It is an atom that explodes. Dynamics is a thought that explodes. Aerodynamics is exploding awareness of what is in your atmosphere, the molecules and the molecules within you to allow yourself to be light enough to create your conscious, shall we call it, swimming within the molecules of the air. Soaring is no more than allowing yourself to play with the air in this fashion. You will come to understand this. The lift of the wing, what is that but lightning? Your wingspan is increasing, my brother. You know what allows you to fly? Spreading your wings to allow your breast to be vulnerable. That will allow you to fly. Only through vulnerability in allowance and love. Non-fear. Fear will close this flight. And then the last bit of part 1 of our question and answers. Do you know the Wright brothers? When they developed the grand aeroship of your previous times, they were considered quite mad. They were quite pitied by your brothers. They were ridiculed, condemned, and ostracized by society. The bicycle brothers have gone off the deep end. But alas, they allowed the universe to understand the culmination of their vision, and so can you. You too can pierce the veil of ridicule, injustice, severance, and ostracism of society, and be in knowingness of it all. I will toast for a moment, then we shall continue. And then someone says here, a very brief question, can I take your picture? So I'm assuming this means they're just taking picture of the person, of the woman that is channeling. So let's see what he says here. Where would you take it to? Take will become an anachronistic in your verbiage, for take is a word of limitation. You may capture the vision of what you think be I, for this is not that which be I. This is an embodiment that modulates itself according to my energies. But I wish not to be revered or captured within any image that will be placed upon the wall and become an icon. That I do not desire. I desire to free you unto your own vision of God. If you wish to capture upon the film of the vision of this embodiment, so be it. But know that it is not I. And then it says, a member of the audience offers St.Germain a glass of water. In unison, they say, I am, I live, all is, I live all that is, so be it. It is always a most grand experience to partake of refreshment. And then someone asks, have you tried wine? It's so funny. You get this wonderful experience of speaking with this ascended master, and people cannot help but be people and ask very earth-based questions. I'm probably certain I would have too. So someone asked, have you tried wine? And he says, I do not try anything. I am. Indeed, I have partaken of your grand ruby, the ascended grape, as some call it. That is a new one for you, huh? Okay, so we're stopping right there. I am getting a kick out of this book because I feel so connected to St. Germain. I've been a decreer of the Violet Flame, which he is the ascended master of, for many years. And I've read all about the lives that he's lived here. I've read many books on him. So it almost feels like I'm speaking to somebody that maybe in another life I had a connection to, or for some reason I just feel very connected to him. So if you're feeling drawn to this book, that could be very well the case for you, as it is for me, when you just feel a certain connection to an ascended master or a specific archangel. I feel that there is something there that resonates for a reason, and your soul knows its purpose and its calling and in which direction you need to go at that time. If you've been on any type of a spiritual journey, so to speak, and you're aware of it, you will notice that just when you're learning about something, you're then veered into something else by way of a new interest or something that it just kind of works like a domino effect. You knock one down and then you hit something else that really interests you and opens your eyes to yet another thing, just when you just are not really realizing that there's even more to learn. There's an infinite amount of things that we can learn for the mind and the soul. So that was the end of part 1 with those questions. And I think this particular chapter has 3 different sections of a Q&A. And I think the next part, we're going to talk more about soul family. We're going to talk a little bit about crystals, the pyramids, the places that around the world that may carry some of these portals, I guess you could say, that are not really existent. It's kind of hard to put it into. We're going to talk about nuclear testing. We're going to talk about all kinds of different things throughout this book. And then the next chapter, I think, is another Q&A chapter. So we're going to get into a lot of different subjects. So we will stop right there for now. That was a bit of a shorter chapter, or a shorter video, but given that the last few videos were quite long, maybe this is better that way, that I sort of broke it up a little unevenly. But that's all right. We have plenty of book to cover. So until next time, please take care of yourself. Please take care of those around you. Remember to practice grace and love for yourself and for others all the time, never assuming that we know why people are doing or saying or acting the way that they are. Just love them. Just love everyone around you, and just be the best you that you can be. So until then, take care until I see you again. All right. Bye-bye.